right, welcome back to Getting Sober, Again, my name is Jay, and today we're asking, what are you doing differently to stay sober? But first, if you haven't yet, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up so other people can find our lovely and supportive community. And don't forget to leave us a comment because that's what community is all about. All right, let's get started. Jack Welch said, change before you have to. An Icelandic proverb says, a wise man changes his mind, but a fool never will. And Albert Einstein said that the definition of insanity is when we do the same thing over and over, but expect different results. The first question we need to ask ourselves is, what are we doing differently to see different results? The next question would be, is what we're willing to do different enough to expect different results? Which is a very real question. Some of us just go through the motions, but not enough meaningful motion to make a difference. When we start to ask bigger questions like, what are the enemies to my sobriety? This would include the who, what, when, where, and why. Essentially, a sobriety battle plan. Know thy enemy. Ask who the enemies are. Ask where they are. Ask when they're coming. What are they up to? And why are they the enemy? So another question is, have you drawn up your battle plan? It's not unlike saying, I want to start a business, but not having a business plan. But the good news is, you don't need a lawyer, an LLC, or tens of thousands of dollars to start sobriety. All you need to do first is be honest with yourself about how much you're drinking and whether or not it's interfering with you becoming the person that you want to be. I know that you don't want to keep suffering. I know that you don't want to keep hating yourself. So if you haven't yet, the next big step is start by cutting back on your drinking. Use the 10 and 10 method to taper off slowly. The 10 and 10 method is simple. Let's say you regularly consume about 10 units of alcohol. To put that in perspective, a bottle of 12% wine is roughly 9 units of alcohol. A 6-pack of Budweiser is also about 9 units of alcohol. The plan becomes, in 10 days from now, that you will be consuming 0 units of alcohol. We're breaking up with alcohol. So in the 10 and 10 method, we work backwards. So today is day 10, and you would have your usual amount of alcohol. Tomorrow is day 9, so you have 1 less unit of alcohol, so 9 units. Day 8 would be another less unit of alcohol, and so on and so forth until you get down to day 3, 2, and only 1 unit, or maybe even no units of alcohol on the final day, and you've done it. The next step after that is successfully complete your first day sober. And the next step after that is to string together consecutive days of sobriety. Sometimes all that we need is to prove to ourselves that it is in fact possible to be sober, to stop being in denial about whether or not you have a drinking problem and just know that it is in fact a problem. Traditionally, to get sober, you can go any one of the following routes. Talking to your friends and family, going to an AA meeting and maybe finding a sponsor, going to a rehab facility, talking to your doctor, signing up for therapy, or just quit drinking alcohol. And I'll ask you, because I love you, which one of the above 6 mentioned options have you done and committed to so far? Have you tried talking to your friends and family, going to AA, rehab, talking to a doctor? Have you signed up for therapy? Have you quit drinking alcohol? I always like to say that I tried everything to get sober except getting sober. I tried changing my diet, my job, where I lived, my relationship, and even my underwear, but I wasn't changing my other habits. I wasn't changing who I hung out with, the places that I hung out at, or how I spent my free time. I'm a firm believer in the fact that if you master the small things, it's your way of showing the universe that you're ready to graduate on to the next level. And every time that we take a step backwards and retreat to the toxic familiarity of the life that we claim that we no longer want to live, that the universe sees us crawling back to the nest, not truly ready to fly. A lot of people send us messages and say that they want to get sober, but it seems like they aren't really ready to do any of the work necessary to getting sober. It's the same mentality as saying that I want to be rich, but not wanting to do the 60 to 80 hour work weeks that would be involved with getting rich. Are you willing to put in the years of effort without turning a profit? Are you ready to invest your savings? Are you really ready to sacrifice weekends with your friends? Are you ready to sacrifice those countless hours of sitting on the couch waiting for a distraction? Are you ready to move into the uncertainty of your new future? The only difference between anxiety and excitement is your willingness to participate. A new future seems scary at first, just like your first day of school or going on a date with somebody that you really want to be in a relationship with. But after a few hours, you realize, I could have been missing out on a lot. A lot of us get scared. I get it. A lot of us want to stay blind to the possibility that it might force you to do something different other than just only what you were willing to do. It's the difference between going to the gym and working out on your own versus going to the gym and working out with a personal trainer. This is your personal training, and I'm happy to be of service, free of charge. You know, unless you want to click on the join button underneath this video and actually help support this community. It's time to look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, am I putting in the work or am I just going through the motions? And similar to putting in the work to getting sober, 80% of that work is literally just quitting drinking. Stringing together days of sobriety alone doesn't guarantee long-term sobriety, but changing your other habits, changing who you spend time with, changing what you do in your free time, and changing your mindset. Set and setting is the remaining 20% of the equation. All of a sudden, your health starts to improve, your relationships improve, the drama goes away, and your anxiety lowers, and your depression goes down. And because you're healthier and happier, you can work more, hold down more steady work, keep a roof over your head, handle your past mistakes, mend broken relationships, and start to believe in yourself, again. And the last thing I'll leave you with is this. Are you today on the same team with your future self? A lot of people think of their current self and their future self as two separate entities. In reality, you are one in the same. When we stop saying things like, I'll do it tomorrow, and decide to just do it now, which is my personal mantra for 2023, then all of a sudden tomorrow you wakes up and knows that yesterday you is now on the same team for a change. Be in unison. Be one with your future self. If you don't want to be the person that you used to be, stop acting like your past self. And I'll leave you with this. One of my favorite sayings is, don't dress for the job that you have, dress for the job that you want. And if you haven't yet, don't forget to leave this video a thumbs up and write us a comment. Are you on the same team as your future self? What changes have you made along your sobriety journey that has helped you maintain your sobriety? And with that, I want to wish you good luck on your sobriety journey, and I will see you in the next video. If you want to see another one of our videos, click here.